David Keith McCallum was born on September 19, 1933, in Glasgow, Scotland, into a home where music was not merely a hobby, but a way of life. His father, David McCallum Sr., was a respected violinist and conductor with the London Philharmonic Orchestra, and his mother, Dorothy Dorman, was a cellist. This artistic environment shaped his early years and nurtured a lifelong love of creative expression. Although he initially trained in classical music and studied at the Royal Academy of Music, McCallum ultimately shifted his ambitions toward acting. He enrolled at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, where he developed the skills that would define his extraordinary career. From the beginning, it was clear that McCallum was destined to be more than just another performer. He was a true artist. Early film work and the first steps to stardom. McCallum first appeared in British cinema during the 1950s, taking on small but memorable roles in films such as Ill-Met by Moonlight, 1957, and Hell Drivers, 1957. Even in these early parts, his intensity and screen presence stood out, drawing attention from audiences and filmmakers alike. It wasn't long before Hollywood noticed his talent, and international opportunities followed. His role in The Great Escape, 1963, marked a major turning point. Starring alongside legends like Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Richard Attenborough, McCallum played Lieutenant Eric Ashley Pitt, the ingenious dispersal officer. Though a supporting role, his performance hinted at the depth and intelligence he would later bring to every character he played. Television stardom, the man from U.N.C.L.E. It was television that truly cemented McCallum's place in pop culture. In 1964, he was cast as Illya Kuryakin, the enigmatic Russian agent in the hit spy series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Arriving at the height of the Cold War, the show was groundbreaking for pairing an American agent, Napoleon Solo, Robert Vaughn, with a Russian partner. McCallum's cool demeanor, quiet intensity, and striking blonde looks quickly made him a fan favorite. His portrayal gave Kuryakin a brooding, mysterious quality that balanced Vaughn's charm. The chemistry between the two actors became one of television's most iconic duos, and McCallum's popularity soared. He received thousands of fan letters each week and became an unexpected teen idol, proof that even a reserved character can ignite a cultural phenomenon. A career beyond U.N.C.L.E. Stage, film, and television. When The Man from U.N.C.L.E. ended in 1968, McCallum did not fade away. He continued to build a respected career across film, television, and stage. From Colditz, 1972 to 74, to Sapphire and Steel, 1979 to 82, he demonstrated dramatic range and intellectual depth in every role. In Sapphire and Steel, a cult British sci-fi series, he co-starred with Joanna Lumley and further proved his ability to carry complex, layered characters. McCallum also embraced voice acting, lending his distinctive tone to numerous projects, which expanded his influence even further. Through it all, he maintained a reputation for seriousness, intelligence, and dedication, qualities that made him one of Britain's most respected actors. Music. A hidden legacy that endures beyond acting, McCallum continued to nurture his first love, music. During the 1960s, he released several albums through Capitol Records, blending classical instrumentation with contemporary sounds. Albums like Music, A Part of Me, and Music, A Bit More of Me showcased his skills as an arranger and performer. Though these records were not massive hits at the time, they would later be rediscovered by modern musicians and producers. In a twist of fate, one of his tracks, The Edge, was sampled by Dr. Dre in the iconic song The Next Episode. This unexpected connection introduced McCallum's music to a whole new generation, proving that art can survive and evolve long after its creation. A New Generation, NCIS, and the Return to Fame. For a new generation of fans, McCallum became best known as Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard on NCIS, 2003 to 2023. As the eccentric, brilliant chief medical examiner, he brought warmth, humor, and wisdom to the character. His portrayal was beloved not only for Ducky's quirky anecdotes and Scottish charm, but also for the humanity he infused into every episode. Over 20 seasons, McCallum appeared in more than 450 episodes, becoming one of the longest-running cast members in the show's history. In doing so, he bridged the gap between fans who remembered him from the 1960s and those who discovered him anew in the 2000s. In a career spanning 7 decades, he proved that true talent never fades. It only grows: marriage, family, and a life torn apart. On May 11, 1957, McCallum married actress Jill Ireland in London. They met during the filming of Hell Drivers, 1957, and their bond grew quickly during long days on set. At the time, both were rising talents, and their marriage seemed like a perfect union of creativity and promise. They had 3 sons together, including Valentine McCallum, who would later pursue a career in music. But the pressures of fame, travel, and Hollywood life took their toll. Although the couple separated around 1965, their marriage wasn't legally dissolved until February 1967. Despite the split, McCallum remained a devoted father, determined to support his sons even as his career continued to grow. A second marriage and a lasting partnership. Later that same year, on September 16, 1967, McCallum married Catherine Carpenter in Valley Stream, New York. Carpenter, a former model turned interior designer, brought stability and elegance to his life at a time when he needed it most. They first met in 1965 at a photo shoot for Glamour magazine, and their connection grew quickly. Unlike his first marriage, McCallum's union with Carpenter lasted a remarkable 58 years until his death in 2023. Together, they raised a son and a daughter, and they built a life grounded in love, mutual respect, and shared values. The couple also became known for their charitable work, supporting various causes and maintaining a private, devoted partnership that stood in contrast to the turbulent Hollywood lifestyle. The friendship that cost him everything. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, friendships among actors were often forged under intense conditions. Long film shoots, constant travel, and shared ambitions. One such friendship was between McCallum and American actor Charles Bronson, whom he met while filming The Great Escape. Their bond seemed genuine. 2 men from different worlds, united by respect and camaraderie. McCallum trusted Bronson and even encouraged his wife, Jill Ireland, to spend time with him. But that trust would become the source of his greatest pain. Over time, Bronson and Ireland grew closer, and their relationship turned romantic. Ireland eventually left McCallum and married Bronson in 1968. The betrayal cut deeply, and McCallum later admitted that the friendship had cost him everything: his marriage, his sense of security, and the life he had built. Grace. After betrayal, a lesson in forgiveness. Even after the heartbreak, McCallum refused to become bitter. Though he admitted he was shattered, he did not allow anger to dominate his life. Instead, he focused on his work and on raising his children. In interviews, he said he never hated Bronson, believing it would have been pointless. What was more remarkable was his willingness to allow his children to maintain a relationship with their mother and her new husband. He believed their happiness mattered most, and he did not want them to carry the burden of adult conflict. In this way, McCallum demonstrated a level of emotional maturity and generosity rare in Hollywood. His response to betrayal, dignity over hatred, responsibility over resentment, became a defining part of his legacy. Final years and a poetic end. David McCallum passed away on September 25, 2023, at New York Presbyterian Hospital in New York City at the age of 90. In a twist that felt almost scripted by fate, his death occurred on the same day CBS aired a 20th anniversary mini-marathon of NCIS, the series that brought him renewed fame. His passing marked the end of a remarkable life, one shaped by artistic brilliance, personal tragedy, and enduring resilience. From the golden age of British cinema to modern American television, McCallum's influence touched multiple generations. His life story is not only a tale of talent and success, but also of the human capacity to survive betrayal and remain compassionate. Outro, a legacy of talent and grace. David McCallum's life was one of extraordinary highs and devastating lows. He rose from a musical childhood in Glasgow to international fame as Illya Kuryakin, and later won the hearts of a new generation as Dr. Ducky Mallard. Yet behind the acclaim lay personal pain, the loss of a marriage, the betrayal of a friend, and the difficult choice to forgive. In the end, McCallum chose grace. He proved that true strength is not found in revenge or bitterness, but in resilience, compassion, and the ability to continue creating. His legacy remains alive not only in film and television, but also in music and in the hearts of fans who remember him as an actor, a father, and a man of uncommon dignity.